So, how long have you been Ant-Man again?
Not long. It just sort of happened.
I wish I could fight bad guys like you.
I seem to mess it up almost every time.
Maybe you just need someone watching your back. Hi. Like a partner.
In the last Ant-Man movie, Scott Lang entered into the Coral Realm and got himself out. And since then, Hank Pym had a light bulb switch that if Scott Lang can exit out of the Coral Realm, there must be a possibility to get, Janet Van Dyke back into reality. His wife, and the original Wasp, the mother of his daughter Hope. There's that possibility now. Because of that, the words are whispering. Like, the words are coming out that, like, Hank Pym might get into the Coral Realm, and there's a bunch of other people who are interested in the Coral Realm for their own personal gain. And I would start with the negatives, like the villains are weak. I mean, really, they're just typical, this person's just evil, and that one's just there for their personal gain, and they try to get some backstory, but it's kind of weak. And then you got the one who's just there for the money. It's just like none of the villains work, even though they are played with very good actors. But this movie as a whole is a fun little comedy. It is a fun little comedy. It's not, I think, as great as the first Ant-Man movie, but I laughed, I chuckled. I think it's funnier than the first one. And it's kind of gives you more character stuff, because this is not Avengers, this is not Black Panther, this is not Guardians where you're gonna have like 5 different action scenes. It is that type of movie that has like action scene at the beginning and most of it is at the end, and all the other stuff is just played by nice timing laughter of comedy, and that's really good. Now, back to the criticisms, one of the big things about it is that, the whole movie is about getting Janet Van Dyke, back to reality, right? The pain in the ass is, like, they made a big deal that, hey, by the way, Michelle Pfeiffer's gonna play, Janet Van Dyke, the original Wasp, and she's, like, in the movie for, like, 10 minutes. Like, it's not... I mean, here's the thing. They probably that aging. I will say this: they do a little bit of aging, the aging technology thing, and that's. I was like, jeez, this aging technology stuff is getting better every year when they do it. But she's only in the movie for 10 minutes, and I'm like, at this point, like, unless you make Ant-Man 3, which I think will happen. I mean, it's kind of a waste that you just got. By the way, a self-fighter. Catwoman is playing a character for 10 minutes. She made it as a massive big deal. So I was like, oh, that's a bit of a waste. But the Western movie, I mean, Wasp is awesome. Here's the thing: it is one of those things where it is one of those things that the second character in the title is cooler than the first. Like, it is the Ant-Man sequel, but let's be honest, Wasp steals the show. It should be called Wasp and Ant-Man, like, just even though it's not that. Snappy over the title. Let's be honest, that's what basically this movie is, and it's great. It's awesome. You got great performances and stuff. The action scenes are pretty good when they show up. The creation of the swinking technology is great. There's a lot of great things. It's just one of those small little typical like things that you find in a lot of Marvel movies. Maybe a particular person's a little bit. Doesn't show up much as you wish, or there's a villain there. But the rest of it is fine. It's a little comedy. It's a little small comedy that I think most people are going to really enjoy. And stay to the end. Stay to the end. Like, there's a post-credit scene that's going to drop your mouth. No, they did not reveal the Avengers 4 title in the Ant-Man will return kind of thing. So don't think about that. But yeah, this is really just a fun. Let's say this: from the intensity of Avengers: Infinity War, This is just like a good like a breather.
No. You go low, I'll go high.
I have wings. Why would I go low?
We're gonna die. I don't want to die. We didn't die.
Hey, what'd I miss?
We were just tiny.